Hey there, welcome back. We're going to do some problems today, and you're just going to follow me as we do them and copy down um, how to write the equation and then how to solve it. So the follow me today is about type 1 word problems, and these are all in standard A1L5. All right, let's take a look at problem 1. Carmen's terrier weighs 30 pounds. The vet put the dog on a special diet in hopes that he would lose 2 pounds per month. So let's think about what's going on. You got this dog that weighs 30 pounds, and the dog needs to lose some weight. The veterinarian wants wants the dog to lose weight at a rate of 2 pounds for every month. Okay? So it says write a linear model in slope-intercept form. All right, slope-intercept form is this. Y equals mx plus b. Because remember, m is our slope and b is our intercept. Okay, so I'm just going to think about this for a second here. So I've got this dog that weighs 30 pounds. The vet wants the dog to lose weight, so minus 2 pounds for every month. So really my m is -2 because he wants to lose 2 pounds per month. He wants my dog to lose 2 pounds per month. So my rate or my slope is -2. But if I want it to look like this, I have to start with my -2x. So I get y equals -2x plus 30. How much would Carmen's dog weigh in 3 months? Well, months was my variable. So what I didn't know is the number of months. So what would Carmen's dog weigh in 3 months? So I have y equals -2 times 3 plus 30. So I get -6 plus 30, which gives me 24 pounds. So in 6 months, that dog will weigh 24 pounds because it's going to lose 2 pounds for every 1 month. And then in how many months will the dog weigh 14 pounds? Well, the y is the total weight of the dog. So that's when I take my equation, which is y equals -2x plus 30. And I want the dog to weigh 14 pounds. So I substitute that for the y. And then I just solve for x because it asks me in how many months, and that's my x. So I'm going to subtract 30 from both sides. And I get -16 equals -2x. When I divide by -2, I get x equals 8 months. So in 8 months, that dog will weigh 14 pounds. Okay, sound good? All right, next, Robin has already written 10 pages of a novel. She plans to write 15 additional pages per month, okay? Pages per month. So we're recognizing that that's going to be our slope until she's finished. Write a linear model in slope-intercept form. So I need this, y equals mx plus b. Do I have a beginning point? Yeah, 10. So my b is 10. My slope or my rate, she wants to write 15 additional pages, so it's going to be positive 15. So when I write my equation, I get y equals 15x plus 10 that I started with. Find the number of pages she will have written after 5 months. Well, months is right here, months, so that's my x. So my x is the number of months. So if I know it's been 5 months, I'm going to take out the x and put in the 5. So I have y equals 15 times 5 plus 10. So y equals, if you don't know what 15 times 5 is, or if you don't have a calculator, just come off to the side. And I get 75. So I have 75 plus 10. So that gives me 85. So in 5 months, she'll have 85 pages written. Makes sense. She's already got 10. and she writes 15 every month. So in 5 months, she's going to add 75 new pages, but she already had 10. How long will the novel be if she keeps writing for 2 years? Now, this is almost a trick question. They ask us about years, but all these other things we're talking about months. So I've got to change my years to months. So here, my X is going to be 2 years is going to be 24 months. So I'm going to take out the X and put in a 24. All right, so 15 times 24. $360? Is that what you got too? Yeah, 360. So I get Y equals 360 plus the 10 she already had. So I end up with Y equals 370. So she'll have 370 pages done in 2 years. Boy, that's a long time for 370 pages. All right, so when she finally finished her novel, when Robin finally finished her novel, it contained 550 pages. How many months did it take her to write this? Well, my equation, Y equals mx plus b, the total number of pages is this Y, so it's 550. I want to know how many months. Well, I know my equation was 15x plus 10, and I want to know, wow, that's not working. 15x plus 10, and I want to know how many months that's going to be. So I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides, and I get 540 equals 15x. So then I need to do 540 divided by 15. So I have 540 divided by 15. And I get 36. So I get X equals 36. So it's going to take her 3 years, because 12 months is in 1 year and it's 36 months. So it's going to take her 3 years to write the novel. Wow, that's dedication. All right, moving on to number 3. Zoe plants a 3-foot tall Norfolk pine in her backyard. It's expected to grow at a rate of 1.5 feet per year. So right now, see if you can figure out the B, the beginning value, and the M, the rate. All right, hopefully the rate, you have 1.5, so that's my slope. And my beginning value is 3 feet. Now, I need slope-intercept form, so that's y equals mx plus b, and so I literally just plug that in. Y equals m is 1.5, and then I put my x behind it, and then plus my 3. Done. How tall will the tree be in 5 years? Well, my rate was 1.5 feet per year, so I have to plug the 5 in for the x. So I have y equals 1.5 times 5 plus 3. All right, so 1.5 times 5. So I can quickly calculate that. 1.5 times 5. And I get 7.5 plus 3, and so I get 10.5. So how tall will the tree be in 5 years? It's going to be 10.5 feet tall. So does that make sense? Well, yeah, if it's 3 feet and it grows 1.5 feet per year, then it's going to, like after the first year, it will be 4.5. And then add another 1.5 and another. How tall will the tree be in 30 years? Well, they're wanting me to go back to the equation that I originally wrote and plug in a 30 this time. So this time I have 1.5 times 30 plus 3. So I get 1.5 times 30. So I get 45 plus 3, which is 48. 48 feet! In 30 years, that tree will be 48 feet tall. Think about that. That's a tall tree. All right, problem 4. On Diego's return trip from Mexico, his airplane was flying at an altitude of 30,000 feet. When it was time to land, the plane descended at a rate of 5,000 feet per minute. Write a linear model in slope-intercept form. Okay, so thinking about the information, I've been given a beginning point and I've been given a rate. See if you can figure that out. And the rate has a tiny little trick. Look carefully at the rate at which the plane is descending. Okay, my rate. It says the plane is descending at a rate of 5,000 feet per minute. That's going to be a rate of negative 5,000 because it's going down. And the original altitude was 30,000. My beginning value was 30,000. So let's write that equation. So we have y equals, I need my m, which is negative 5,000 plus my beginning value of 30,000. Now it says, how long will it take the plane to land? Well, that's kind of a trick question because you have to think about it. How long will it take the plane to land? Well, when the plane lands, the altitude equals 0, right? The altitude is 0. So I'm going to plug 0 in for the y because I have my equation y equals negative 5,000 x plus 30,000. I want all that to equal 0. I want the plane to be on the ground. So there's my equation. So if you want to go ahead and pause the video and solve that, go ahead and do that. So I have negative 30,000 divided by negative 5,000, and I get 6. So 6 what? 6 minutes. So when the plane starts ascending at that rate, but it's only at 30,000 feet, it's going to take 6 minutes to land. All right, number 5. Let's try this one. Jeff gets paid $13 per driveway to shovel snow. Oh, shoveling snow. Write a linear model in slope-intercept form. So slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b to represent how much money Jeff could earn. Okay, let's see if you can figure out his beginning value and then his rate. Jeff gets paid $13 per driveway. What do you think that is? $13 per driveway is his rate. So that's our m, our slope. Well, what was his beginning value? Well, I'm assuming it was nothing. I'm assuming he started with nothing because it doesn't tell us that. So I'm going to start writing this and I get y equals 13x. He didn't have any money to start with. You can put plus 0, but you don't need to. You can just say y equals 13x. How much will Jeff earn if he shovels 6 driveways? Well, if he gets paid $13 per driveway, it's going to be y equals 13 times 6. Okay, so if you don't have a calculator, you can just come off to the side. And I get 78. So he's going to earn $78. Not bad, huh? Are you hoping for a snow day now? Jeff earned $195 last week shoveling driveways. How many driveways did he shovel? Well, the number of driveways is my x, so if he earned $195, I take my equation, y equals 13x, and I replace the y with 195. Because he earned $195, and they want to know how many driveways did he shovel. Okay, so I have to divide both sides. Whoops. Divide, there we go. Divide both sides by 13. So I have 195 divided by 13, and I get 15. So my X equals 15. So how many driveways did he shovel? X equals 15 driveways. All right, nice work.